I know that a lot of us go through periods of our life where we feel insecure. And I think oftentimes when we're insecure, we tend to project our emotions onto other people. So, speaking from a 5-1 emotional projector, I feel like a lot of the times in my life, people have done this to me. But I'm human too. So, when I get projected on like that for so long, I've had moments where I freak out on people too. But unfortunately, with the 5-1, you're held to such a high standard that it's never forgotten, that they'll go and tell everyone. And I just want anyone out there that has ever felt like that, or has felt like, that they just can't win, they have to be this perfect person, that you don't. That it's okay to make mistakes. What you did and the things you've said that hurt people, yes, it's something that you should apologize for, but it's also part of being human, is owning up to your mistakes and respecting the other person enough to not hold grudges, and to love, and to just continue to love even through thick and thin. We should love each other and we should support each other. And this lack of ability to forgive has become so, I feel it, I feel it in the energy of the world. I feel this, people's just bitterness of not being someone that they're not, like that wanting to be someone else, and being angry that they're not that person. But we aren't supposed to be someone else. And we're not supposed to take out our insecurities on someone else either. We are here in this world to build each other up, to build and grow together. And it took me so long to feel strong enough to know when it's my emotions and when it's someone else's. Because if you go through life, especially if you have that like a projector or a very open chart, even if you're a very empathetic person, life is going to be tough if you don't know which emotions are yours and which ones aren't. Because one, you could have the opposite effect where you're taking in everyone's emotions and you're so angry, but that anger isn't yours. And it changes you. It can change you if you're not able to see that that's not you, that you're not angry. So if you find yourself feeling angry or frustrated, or you're yelling at someone and you're thinking to yourself, I don't do this, then you need to take a step back and figure out what's going on. Because it's not your fault either. And it's a combination of the world, how we are, being a human being. And there's no reason to point blame. Because I hate pointing blame. I think that everyone should own up to their mistakes, of course. But there doesn't need to be a competition on who was right and who was wrong. We need to forget this mentality of I'm better than someone else, especially in relationships. But I just hope that as I continue to, feel how much I am not shaken by someone else trying to be put me down. I'm a 5-1 emotional projector. It will happen in my life. It's going to happen. People are gonna try and put me down. But you know what? That's okay, because it's a reminder to me now, a reminder of how far I've come and how strong I am and who I am. That it's okay that not everyone likes me. And if they need to do that, if they need to project onto me in a moment of weakness, I don't know them really. So if anything, maybe that'll help them when they go home that night and regret the decisions that they made. Because a lot of the times I've gotten text messages that regret, that they're years later, of how they're so sorry they acted like that. And I'm excited for them. I'm happy. I love seeing someone own up to their stuff, even if it's something silly. Because I think we often try and be the best of so for example, if we were in a relationship and we broke up, right? It's we have this need to like prove that we weren't the problem. And I think oftentimes when you try and do that, it's because you're trying to like cover up some insecurity and your ownership in the reasons that you guys broke up. And I found that the number one thing I do after, anytime I've ever had a relationship and I've broken up, is that I always wish them the best. Even if they hurt me, I wish that they would better themselves and love themselves and feel love so that they could love freely. Because I think the biggest issue is that when people are hurtful to someone else, it's because they don't love themselves. And that breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that I know that I've loved people who don't love themselves. And so no matter how much I love them, they don't love themselves. So how can they ever love me? And how can they ever receive that love? And so I want to give you my favorite like mantra or whatever, whenever you do like a chakra meditation. The one I listen to says, and I always hold my heart and I say, I love freely and give love freely. I am nourished by love. And I am able to give love freely, and I am able to receive love freely. And I am nourished by the power of love. And I often repeat that again and again and again. Even now I feel myself just calmed by that beautiful and almost like it's hard to even put into words what it feels like to think that all we really need is to be nourished by the power of love. And there is so much love in this world, even in the smallest things. You are worthy of love, and you are nourished by the power of love. So I'm sending every single person love right now.